Today, we're diving into a topic that's at the very heart of the Christian life, walking in love. It sounds simple, right? But if we're honest, loving others, really loving them, not just when it's easy or convenient, can be one of the hardest things we're called to do. So what does it mean to walk in love? Why is it so important? And how can we actually do it in our everyday lives? Let's start with what Jesus said in Matthew 22:37-39. Love the Lord your God with all your heart and with all your soul and with all your mind. This is the first and greatest commandment, and the second is like it. Love your neighbor as yourself. Jesus didn't just suggest love as a nice idea. He called it the greatest commandment. To walk in love means to let love guide our thoughts, our words, and our actions. It means choosing kindness, patience, and forgiveness, even when it's hard. Paul puts it this way in Ephesians 5:2, and walk in the way of love, just as Christ loved us and gave himself up for us as a fragrant offering and sacrifice to God. Walking in love is more than a feeling. It's an intentional, everyday choice to put others before ourselves, just like Jesus did. Why is walking in love so important? Love is what sets us apart as followers of Jesus. In John 13:35, Jesus said, "By this everyone will know that you are my disciples, if you love one another." Our love is our testimony. It's how people see Jesus in us. But let's be real, sometimes it's easier to talk about love than to actually live it out. We all have people in our lives who are hard to love. Maybe it's that coworker who always gets under your skin, a family member who's let you down, or even a stranger who cuts you off in traffic. But walking in love isn't about how others treat us. It's about how we choose to respond. It's about letting God's love flow through us, even when it's uncomfortable. If we want to know what real love looks like, we only have to look at Jesus. He loved the outcasts, the sinners, the people everyone else ignored. He forgave those who hurt him. He served others, even washing his disciples' feet. And ultimately, he laid down his life for us. Jesus' love wasn't just words, it was action. He met people where they were, listened to their pain, and offered grace instead of judgment. That's the kind of love we're called to show. So, how can we walk in love in our daily lives? Here are some practical steps. Start with prayer. Ask God to fill your heart with his love. We can't do this on our own. We need his help to see people the way he does. Listen more, judge less. Sometimes, the most loving thing we can do is listen. Put down your phone, make eye contact, and really hear what someone is saying. Show kindness in small ways. Hold the door open, offer a compliment, send an encouraging text. Small acts of kindness can make a big difference. Forgive quickly, don't let bitterness take root. Forgive others not because they deserve it, but because God forgave you. Serve others, look for ways to help, whether it's volunteering, making a meal for someone in need, or just being there for a friend. Speak life, use your words to build up, not tear down. Encourage, affirm, and bless the people around you. Sometimes loving others is tough. Maybe you've been hurt, betrayed, or misunderstood. Maybe you're tired or overwhelmed. In those moments, remember, we love because he first loved us. 1 John 4:19. God's love for us is unconditional. He loves us on our worst days, not just our best. When we receive that love, it becomes easier to share it, even when it's hard. If you're struggling to love someone, pray for them. Ask God to soften your heart and give you compassion. Sometimes the act of praying for someone changes us more than it changes them. When we walk in love, we become light in a dark world. Our families, workplaces, and communities are changed. People notice when we respond with grace instead of anger, kindness instead of criticism, love instead of indifference. Love is powerful. It breaks down walls, heals wounds, and brings hope. It's the most Christ-like thing we can do. As we wrap up, I want to challenge you. This week, look for one person you can intentionally love. Maybe it's someone who's hard to get along with, or someone who just needs encouragement. Ask God to show you how to love them in a practical way. Remember, walking in love isn't about being perfect. It's about progress. Every day, we have a new opportunity to reflect Jesus to the world. So let's make it our goal to walk in love, not just in words, but in action. Let's be known for our kindness, our forgiveness, and our compassion. When we love like Jesus, we change the world, one heart at a time. If this message encouraged you, let me know in the comments. How do you walk in love in your daily life? Who's someone you want to love better this week? Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more encouragement. Remember, Love never fails.